Social networks are like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. Get it? Huh? Yeah? No? Okay. Dudes and dudettes, what is up? This is Igor Chesterfield, and today I'm going to be talking about the things that you and I most love in this world. Social media. We cannot live without social networks nowadays. We simply can't. It's what makes us whole. It's what binds us together, makes us human beings. It's what gives us happiness in the darkest of times. Well, that was overbloated. But still, guys, honestly, how many of you can go at least 24 hours without using some kind of social network platform? I mean, there are way too many to count. There are the main ones. Off the top of my head, there's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, YouTube. There's Tinder, Blogger. Quite a few, really. I can't really remember all of them at the top of my head because there are so many. But here's the thing. The ones that I think are most used right now. Oh, Snapchat, of course. How could I forget about Snapchat? I don't use it, so I don't know how much to forget it. Now, I think that the ones that are most used, I think that most known really are Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. YouTube to me is the best one, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. It's not really a social network, it's more of a platform of sorts, but I'll explain that shortly. Now, when it comes to social media, it's really a matter of opinion. It's a heated debate about which one is the best, which one is the greatest out of all of them. And I think that really does vary from person to person. Me, for example, I oscillate a lot between which one is my favorite social network. I mean, during one week, one period, I could be using Twitter constantly and think it's the best, and be using Facebook constantly the next week and think it's the best. Then suddenly I'm using YouTube and thinking it's the best. Then another time it's Instagram. So I oscillate a lot between which social network that I really enjoy. I like all of them in general, but there are certain weeks or certain periods that I'm using one more than the other. Right now, for example, I'm using this one a lot, YouTube. It's the one that I'm most using, the one that I'm most updating lately, the one that I'm most watching videos on, the one that I'm most using in general. So right now, YouTube could be, to me, the best social media platform. However, as some of you may know, I am also a professional photographer, so there are times when I'm posting a lot of photos on Instagram of my work, so Instagram already becomes my favorite one, the one that I'm most using, the one that I'm going on every day to do things. So I think it's really relative which one is the best. It all comes down to which one is just, your personal favorite. Now, I think that each one has its pros and cons, but I think in general the one that's most used, most explored is Facebook, because it's the one where you can do anything. It's where all of your friends are, where you can post pretty much anything, text, photos, videos, anything at all. Facebook takes what each one of them has and puts them all into one. Then you have Twitter, which is the best place to talk to yourself, in my opinion. And I use Twitter a lot, and I'm always posting something there. You guys can follow me later. The link to every single social network that I have, be it for personal or professional uses, are in my description. You can check out the links to each one of them. Follow me there if you wish. And Twitter, I think, is great. You can also post quite a lot of things, but it's good because you can just post, those random texts when you're just feeling kind of down or up, whichever way you think. Then we have Instagram, which is pretty much self-explanatory. I've already said it. It's a place for photographers to expand their work and meet new people to collaborate with and share their portfolio and things of the sort. And I think that Instagram is made for photographers. I used to use it for personal reasons to post photos when I was out with friends, but now I use it only for professional reasons to post photos that I take during my work. So I think it's a really great place for that, and I've also met a lot of awesome photographers, models, a lot of people that you can imagine through Instagram. So it's really great too. Instagram, it really came a long way when I started using it to now. You could only ever post square photos back in the day, so you could have an awesome photo that's sort of like almost panoramic and you couldn't post it. You had to post in a square format. So of course there were apps that you can use to do that outside of Instagram, but it was never the same. Instagram has been updated a lot the last year to now, so you can do a whole lot of things now that you couldn't do before, and it's just awesome. I think Instagram is the platform that's most evolved out of all of these. Now, Pinterest, I'm not really too familiar with, but apparently it's sort of like Tumblr, but with things that you can pin, interests that you can pin to whatever you want to do. I don't think it really doesn't interest me too much. Snapchat also, I don't like Snapchat at all. I don't use it. Getting out of the ones that I don't really use. I used to use Blogger a lot. Then from Blogger, because I used to write a lot, I still do sometimes, but not as much as I used to when I was younger. From Blogger, I transitioned into Tumblr, which is kind of the same thing, if not even better, actually. And on my Tumblr, I write about photography, things of the sort, all of that. It's a place for you to do everything that you do in other social media, but with blogs, On Instagram, it's a place for you to post photos. Okay, well, Tumblr is a place for you to post blogs. It's the same thing, but with blogs. It's really, really awesome, depending on what the kind of thing you want to blog about is. Now, Tinder, I said Tinder earlier, but I don't think it's really a social network. It's just a place for you to meet people. So, but it's still there, so let's just leave it to it. It is. And out of all of the social media platforms that we have today, I think that the most versatile is definitely YouTube. I mean, it is the second most used search engine on the planet, you know, right after Google. Then again, Google and YouTube are kind of one and the same. They own each other, so, well, yeah, go figure. So, to me, YouTube is the most versatile of all of them because it's a place for you to post videos, yes, of course, but a lot of people consume media nowadays through video format. We're always on YouTube. YouTube is the place that has something for everyone. Channels that have everything, ranging from comedy, horror, do-it-yourselves, cooking recipes, or movie trailers, or whatever. You know, comedy skits, vlogs, everything that you can imagine, YouTube has. I think that YouTube is the platform that offers the most amount of entertainment in terms of creativity, versatility, things of the sort. You know, there's a lot of different varied content out there, like my video right now that you guys are watching. In my honest opinion, I think at the moment YouTube is the best, not just because I'm sort of working for them. I'm on here right now talking to you guys, but I really do enjoy YouTube a lot. It's just awesome. YouTube is great. You know, there are a lot of really awesome things that can come from YouTube. You know, you can do charity live streams to raise money to donate to charities. You can improve people's knowledge by posting how-to videos, you know, do-it-yourselves, DIYs, most commonly called. And I'm just getting ahead of myself here. YouTube is awesome, you know. I think that at the moment it's the one that I'm most using because it's just great, you know. I am consistently on YouTube. If you guys take a look at my channel, go to my liked videos playlist. There are thousands of videos that I like. I'm always watching videos every single day. I sometimes if I'm doing nothing all day, if I'm like leaving a video uploading to edit later to post here, I'm on YouTube watching videos. I'm doing everything on YouTube. So it's a really great platform in my opinion. Which one is the best, a solid best? It is completely relative. That all comes down to opinion. I could say YouTube is the best. A friend of mine could disagree and say Instagram is the best. Another could say that Facebook is the best. Another could say that Twitter, and so on and so on and so forth. That's how opinions work, really. I think that's pretty much the basic blunt of it all. You know, each social network has something really great to offer. You know, of course, each one has its positives and its negative sides. But I think in general, each social network comes together to create something awesome, which is the internet, you know, if that made any sense. I was fortunate. I'm 24. I was born in 1992. And when I was 5 years old, I went to move to the United States. Pretty much like when technology was becoming the norm already. It was really expanding a lot. So I was not only born during, but raised during like the evolution of technology. You know, by the time I was 16 and I moved back to Brazil, technology was awesome. You know, we had social media platforms back then. Of course, it was only MSN, MySpace. It wasn't too great. But then again, I feel fortunate enough to have been born during the technological advanced age where technology was born and it's really been fleshed out, you know. And today, you know, I have all these awesome social media outlets to explore, to use, to interact in, and to really expand my opinion and, you know, share my opinion. Sorry guys, I don't really record a script, so sometimes I start stumbling on my own words, but it happens. And I think it's really great that we're living in an era where social media is pretty much the norm. We can really connect with more people today, and it feels really good. That's my video for today, guys. This has been which social media platform is the best. Another episode for the Mixer. I haven't done the Mixer in a while. I'm starting to do it again. And I have something really awesome coming up for you guys in the next video. Something that I haven't done yet. It is a very popular YouTube challenge, and if you want to find out what it is, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like this video to give me some support, and just wait until I come back in the next video.